Welcome to Seize the Mains by Malhotra's IAS Academy. I'm Surbhi Sardana and this is Season 3 of our Daily Answer Writing Initiative. This initiative is running in coordination with our website, which is rajIASacademy.com. On our website, in the mains answer writing section, you will see the updated list of all the questions and answers. As you can see, this is question number 131 that we will be discussing in today's lecture, and the model answer to this question, if you click on this on our website, the model answer also has been uploaded there. So do visit our website after watching this video, go through the model answer there and start writing your own answers. Start daily practicing with us on Seize the Mains initiative and start posting those answers on the website in the comment section under this question. You will see this you will be able to log in from here and you will be able to post your answers in the form of pictures as comments. If you want, you can also type your answers and send them to us. Our team will evaluate your answers entirely free of cost in the next 48 hours and give you their valuable feedback about how to improve your answer writing. Also, there is something called Ignited Current Affairs 2.0 that our academy is running. This is a paid course for covering current affairs for prelims as well as mains next year. This comes at a cost of rupees 499 for in-house students who have taken GS or NCRT batch with us. And if you are a student, if you've never been a student of Raj Malhotra's IAS Academy, the cost, the monthly fee for you would be 999 rupees. That is 1000 rupees for the students who have not been a part of Raj IAS Academy. See, this is a monthly subscription model here, but the benefit of subscribing to Ignited Current Affairs would be that all the magazines which are important for civil services examination and all the newspapers on a daily basis, the Hindu, Business Line, Indian Express, news from PIB, etc., they will be covered. You will be given MCQs on a daily basis from prelims point of view, and also mains questions would be given to you on a daily basis. They will be checked for you if you enroll in this initiative. So yes, visit rajIASacademy.com, click on the link in the description, call us, or just send us a message, call us to subscribe to Ignited Current Affairs 2.0. The link is there in the description. Let's start with today's discussion on Seize the Mains. It is border management and internal security. See the question that we are discussing today. A similar question like this, ऐसा एक question UPSC पहले mains में पूछ चुकी है. This is not entirely the same question, but it is a little tweaked version of that. So the question is, how far are India's internal security challenges linked with border management, particularly in view of the long porous borders with Myanmar? Answer in 150 words. See, whatever questions we do here on Seize the Mains, most of them are clear, but कुछ पेचीदे statements वाले questions भी हम लेते हैं. We take some complicated statements also, because not necessarily in the mains question paper what you see, जो भी आप questions mains में देखेंगे उनकी statement not necessarily easy नहीं होने वाली है. So you need to be prepared with questions which you might not be able to understand. The first go is that if you're not able to understand the question in English, just go through the paper in your local language also. For example, if the left side of the paper is available to you in Hindi, then read the Hindi version of the question also to gain a better understanding for it. Do that for prelims as well as for mains. But here let's see how to understand questions like these. The statement is a bit complicated here, ज़्यादा complicated नहीं है. Keywords पहले note करते हैं, what are the keywords, and keywords देखने से ही काफ़ी कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कि आंसर होना कैसा चाहिए. So how far are India's internal security challenges? This is the first keyword. Linked with border management, this is the second keyword here, particularly in view of the long porous borders with Myanmar. So borders with Myanmar, this is your third keyword. So by just looking at these three words, internal security challenges, border management and long porous borders with Myanmar. So yes, we are able to realize that there is some issue of border management and there is some that is leading to internal security. And border management पूरे इंडिया के borders की बात नहीं हो रही है, सिर्फ particularly Myanmar और इंडिया के border की बात हो रही है. So this makes it very simple. You'll have to see, we'll see how to address this question. So this is the question understanding. What is the issue that the question is talking about? The issue is of internal security, that there is a problem of internal security. Why there is a problem of internal security? Because the border management has some problems with it. And which type of border has the problem? The Myanmar border. So where is the location of this border that is creating border management problem, that is leading to internal security issues? It is the Myanmar border, which is long and porous. So we have broken down this question to understand better, so that we present the content in a very organized format. We don't start beating around the bush in whenever anxiety creeps in on reading a complicated statement. So yes, we have sorted out the question. Let's start writing our answer now. So our answer should focus on internal security issues which are arising out of this Myanmar border and due to lack of proper border management. So border management has to be part of all of your factors, and all the issues arising should lead to internal security problems along this India-Myanmar border. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll talk about India-Myanmar border. हम थोड़ा सा India-Myanmar border की बात करेंगे. How long is it? Is there any border delimitation agreement that has been signed? कोई प्रॉपर लाइन है जैसे पाकिस्तान और इंडिया को या इंडिया और चाइना को डिवाइड करने वाली प्रॉपर एक लाइन है क्या म्यांमार और इंडिया के बीच ऐसा कोई बॉर्डर इस्टेब्लिश है? इज देयर एनी अग्रीमेंट दैट वी कैन लुक बैक इनटू? एंड देन वील स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द issues, because that is the demand of the question. Then we'll start talking about the issues that are arising through this border, and then we'll conclude by giving a way forward. We'll add our knowledge from current affairs. अगर हमें कोई भी current affairs पता है कि कोई भी development हुई है इंडिया म्यांमार border पे जो कि एक internal security को handle करने में helpful हो सकती है, we'll write about that. So let's start with the introduction. It says that India shares 1643 km long border with Myanmar. The international boundary with the two countries had been formally delimited and demarcated following the 1967 boundary agreement, but the boundary has not crystallized on the ground as lines separating two sovereign countries. So here you have defined or told about India-Myanmar border. Then you've talked about the legal angle of it, that yes, there is 1967 boundary agreement, but proper boundary is not there, and that is the statement of your question also, that the border is long and porous because proper boundary is not there. Then if proper boundary is not there, the question also has a keyword of border management and internal security. It's internal security, so you will have to definitely talk about Assam Rifles and the role of army who man this border, who established security along this border. So Assam Rifles mans this border since 2002 with some help from the Indian Army. See, these three lines are enough for your introduction. What we see in a lot of answers is that students tend to criticize the army or Assam Rifles when they start writing questions about Northeast. See, you cannot criticize the government or a defense agency or Assam Rifles or army because you're aspiring to be a civil servant. You cannot be anti-government or anti-state. Especially, you cannot mention that in your answers. So nowhere should you mention that the role of a particular defense agency or an agency managing the borders is not good. Just talk about the problems. What are the problems in managing the border? So being highly porous and located along a remote underdeveloped region, this border poses serious internal security issues. Basically जब आप ये चीज़ कह रहे हैं कि बहुत ज़्यादा porous border है, clearly defined नहीं है, and it is located along a remote and underdeveloped region, that means it makes it nearly impossible to man this border. So in this way you're talking also that why there is a problem along this border of border management, why problem of border management is there, and also you're not criticizing the border management agencies of India. So that ways this has also established a room for your body paragraph, that what is happening because of this, what are the issues arising because of being highly porous and being located along a remote underdeveloped region. Also look at this boundary agreement, since the boundary has not crystallized. So here you are creating a background for what are the issues that have erupted because of all these background things. So India and Myanmar, they permit a free movement regime. Here we are talking about India-Myanmar border, issues of border management leading to internal security problems. So in all the points that follow in your body paragraph, India-Myanmar border would be there, border management का problem आएगा, and internal security would be highlighted, how it is leading to internal security problems. So let's look at first one. India and Myanmar, they permit a free movement regime for tribes residing along the borders to travel up to 16 किलोमीटर across the border. So border India और Myanmar के 16 किलोमीटर तक ये tribes आ जा सकती हैं to strengthen the cultural ties, because border is there. Both countries recognize कि culturally जो border areas में tribes रह रही हैं, they need to meet each other, they need to interact with each other. So 16 kilometer movement is allowed for these tribes, but now what is it resulting in? That the insurgents have been taking advantage of this free movement regime and have been crossing over to Myanmar to receive training in arms, establish safe havens and re-enter India to carry out subversive attacks. So again, your internal security problem has been established because of lack of border management at India-Myanmar border. So this clearly justifies the demand of the question. Let's go to point number 2 and let's see how it justifies the demand of your question. The location of the boundary at the edge of drugs golden triangle facilitates the unrestricted illegal flow of drugs into Indian territory. It is reported that the local insurgent groups are actively involved in drugs and arms trafficking. Again, porous border here and it is near this drugs golden triangle. So again, border management problem really causing internal security problems because of local insurgent groups which are actively involved in drugs and trafficking. The third point is, along this border, trafficking of women and children from the northeast to Myanmar and further to Southeast Asia are also rampant along this border. So again, that is a security problem for India. Then the fourth one is that the terrain of India-Myanmar border also adds to its vulnerability. High mountains, deep river channels together with lush green forest characterize the borderland. Absence of roads is there, communication links and other border guarding infrastructure also adversely impact policing as they hamper the easy and rapid movement of the border guarding forces along the border. And since proper border guarding cannot take place, again that is a problem causing internal security challenge. So these are the 4 points. Again, just go back to the question. The question has to be answered only in 150 words. So your introduction has been just for 3 lines. 1 point we've given to the linkage point here, this last line here. Then we have given 4 points. And in the conclusion para 1, what you can do is we have made 2 paragraphs of conclusion here. So your conclusion will go to 5 lines. What is the role of conclusion para 1? After talking about the problems here, we are giving a proper reason that why is it happening and why control of border management has not been enhanced, because India's patchy engagement with the military junta in Myanmar and its initial support to the democratic movement in that country. So democratic movement in that country has taken a back seat now and India was in favor of democracy in that country have led to Myanmar's reluctance to cooperate with India. In fact, Myanmar is sometimes even funding these activities according to some sources. So efforts to build a even 10-kilometer fence to prevent cross-border movement of insurgents have been stalled because of protests by local residents. So we are not receiving that amount of cooperation from the Myanmar government because military junta is, the military is active there. It's not the proper government that has been established there. So in this case, you have established that yes, there is a problem, and this internal security issue that we have discussed in body paragraph 2, this is meant to stay because this is a perpetual problem here. Now in your final paragraph, you should give a way forward that how can you address it, because your internal security answers should always end with a way forward. Chahe way forward aapse nahi bhi pucha gaya hai, but since you are writing an exam for civil services, you should always give a solution towards the end of your answer. So the way forward can be that engage Myanmar in organized trade. Proper fencing can be promoted with time. There is an integrated check post in Moreh for organized trade that has to be developed. More infrastructure facilities need to be provided. Also engage Myanmar on different levels by providing this Kaladan multimodal transit transport project and the trilateral highway between India, Myanmar and Thailand. So these can be your solutions. Let's read this out first, then it will get clearer. So given that poor security along India-Myanmar border poses a challenge to India's security, it's imperative that India endeavors to meaningfully engage with Myanmar and solicit its cooperation. Just look in here. Engage and solicit the cooperation of Myanmar in resolving all outstanding issues and better manage their mutual border. So here you've created a case. Now justify it by giving examples. The construction of integrated checkposts for organized trade along with other infrastructure should be expedited. If organized trade can happen, more employment opportunities, more social mobility will happen for people residing in border areas, and there are high chances that when they see the social mobility, when they see their economic standards rising, living standards rising, then they will give up on insurgency. The Kaladan multimodal transport project and the trilateral highway between India, Myanmar and Thailand can prove to be of special significance in the long run. So you've added 2-3 examples from the factual part of it, what you study from your for your prelims. You've also given a viewpoint that India needs to engage Myanmar and get its cooperation in resolving all the outstanding issues, because the problem, as we stated in conclusion para 1, the problem with this country lies in the cooperation between both the governments. So again, you've given a solution. And yes, we have successfully understood this question and we have addressed all parts of this question. The entire answer has been uploaded on our website rajiasacademy.com. Click on the link in the description, go to mains answer writing section on the website and check out for question number 131. That is what we are discussing today. That is what we have discussed today. Read out the entire model answer at least twice. Go through it twice. Go through the structure of the model answer. Understand the question. What was the question trying to ask you? And then write your own answer. So please start writing answers, because without adequate answer writing practice, you will never be able to get to a level where you can compete with other aspirants writing mains with you. So start today, post your answers on the website and get the feedback in the next 48 hours entirely free of cost. I'll see you on Monday with another CSE mains discussion. Till then, stay tuned and keep working hard.